Hi, and welcome to Module 1. I am going to do a little video walkthrough every week to let you know what to expect, what's up there, and if you hate a video walkthrough, just read the directions carefully and you can go on about your business. The Module 1 content page will have usually all the information that I'm going to give you in the video. If there's anything that's new, I'll put a notation, watch the video, make sure that you get this info. I'm sure that I'm going to remember to do that. Anyway, so what I want to do is walk you through the content. And so I'm going to show you what we're actually looking at. And let's see, I believe that this is what I want to show you. What I really want is for my face to get tinier, and it has. All right, so this is the content for this week. So basically, everything is up here. I'm going to move this down here so it looks like I'm actually looking at you. Okay, so here's our content list. Everything you're going to need for the week is right here. The thing that you need to know, I'm going to go through all of the things that are available, but this is a short week. This is only a 5-hour week because it's a 14-week course. It's usually it's a 15-week course as far as the amount of content that we have, but I have smushed it together a little bit so that I can give you the school vacation weeks, because I know a lot of people have kids and a lot of people, and frankly, I like to have the school vacation weeks. So this is for, public school educators, which many of you are. So we're streamlining a little bit. It's a 14-week, but this week is short because we have just a short little, well, I think maybe it's a day shorter, but whatever. Let's ease in. We've been through a lot. So this week should take you 5 hours. The other week should take you 10 hours. Your mileage may vary. Now, if you're somebody who's taken a class with me before, you already have a blog set up from your previous class. So you can use that, and there's a bunch of other stuff for you to do. If this is your first class with me, every class I teach, I have everybody open up a blog because it's a great free way to have a portal where you can get all your information. So the purpose of the one assignment, other than the discussion, which I'll talk about in a minute, the one assignment that you have to do this week is to put up a blog. So you have to create it. And honestly, it's shockingly easy. I use Blogger, Google's blog tool, which basically takes you by the hand and leads you through. People like WordPress. People have in the past used Instagram. I don't, that's for a book review blog for my other class. I don't know that that's going to work because that's more a micro blogging thing. But I would say if you have a format that you like, if you've blogged before, go with that. It needs to be a format so that you can put a post with what you're exploring every week. So this week's post, because there's not a lot of exploration, is going to be based on the link to Olson's 10 things. And that's 10 things every educator should know, or every teacher should know about technology. Basically, I want your baseline. What are you coming in thinking about technology? And if you're not somebody who has a big technology background, go into Olson, see what other things look good to you. This is your baseline where you're starting out. And then at the end of the course, your last blog post is going to be your updated version, like based on what you discovered in this class, what would you change up? So that's how I want you to start. So that might be it for you. If you're somebody who is, not super familiar with technology, it might take you your 5 hours to get your blog set up and then put up the Olson, your response to the Olson, your 10 things. So that's it. You're done. Now, if you already had that blog and you want more, you want a deeper dive, there are 2 articles on blogging, which are by Renee Hobbs, who I adore. She's from the University of Rhode Island, and she runs their media education lab. And she's written a book about Create to Learn, which is all about how creating with technology can help in education. And that's one of the 2 required books for this class. So she's given me permission to give you the first hit is free, as they used to say in the old don't do drugs videos. Anyway, so this is her chapter on blogs. I've given you a PDF of it, but you're going to want the book. And even, we don't use the whole thing here, but it's worth having. It's a really terrific book. And then the other book is Kaplan's Catalog It. all that information is in the introduction. Hopefully you should have seen it. It's in the syllabus. So you're going to want to get on that. All right. So the other one is Richardson, Will Richardson. And he just, when I was learning about this, had just written his book, Blogs, Wikis, and Other Web Tools or something like that. And frankly, it's, Richardson is done now, but I did extract the chapter on blogs, which he calls weblogs, because he does have some really good sort of, curricular stuff, like pedagogical stuff about what blogging can do in education. So if you're somebody who's, wants other things to look at, the Richardson article is there for you. Now, our topic for discussion, and again, if you're just doing the blogging, go into the discussion, read the discussion, comment on that. You don't have to do the other reading. But those of you who have the time to do it, I would like for you to read Diorio's article. Oh, I was supposed to be showing you this. All right. Diorio's article is The Year of the Go-Getter. And this was written, I think in 2000, end of 2000. Yeah. October 2020, 2000. Good Lord. October 2020. So this is basically about how COVID has, impacted, supposed to be school librarians, because it's from School Library Journal, but he's got a pretty public library bent to this, but whatever, we're going to forgive him, because what this is doing is showing the huge change that libraries went through. Eventually, I look forward to the day when we have another change that we go through, and it'll come along. I mean, one of the beautiful things about our job is that we're kind of at the forefront educationally, getting to see the new stuff as it's coming in. So this talks about the last sort of sea change, and what I really, it's a good look at how libraries changed during the time of COVID. And it has a link to New York City's Department of Education's translation of practice for school librarians. This was really interesting. And it gives us a list of in-school practices. So the in-school practices are like basically all the things that we need to do outside of technology, although there is a section on technology. But then they look at how that shifted with remote practices. So this might be something, if you have the time, that you want to take a look at. Oh, here's the Renee Hobbs, which I did a terrible job of scanning. I do apologize. And Richardson. Here's what Olson's 10 things. It's actually, the post is nothing. It's the responses that I want you to be looking at. All right. Seem to have lost my narrative thread. What else did I want to tell you about? So hold on. Let me just scoop this around. Okay. So you're going to do your blog. If you have extra time, the discussion. Okay. So the discussion, every week, there's a 7-point discussion. Here's the class rubric. And I do want you to read this because it is very specific. You need to post at least 3 times a week. So ideally, you need to go in, even if you just go in and say, great point to somebody. I mean, that's enough. Just to go in there, because it can really, some people just want to go in and do it all at once. And I get it, because I'm that kind of person too, but it needs to be a conversation where we're all face to face. This is really the only place that we interact. And so I do want you to go in and just, put something in there, respond. There's always some little go-getter. We'll figure out who it is who goes in and posts something so that everybody can respond to that up front and then get to their own stuff later. You know who you are. We're depending on you. So there's also a point system that's pretty easy to understand, but I want you to be aware of that. The other thing that's in here, did I put it in here? I did not, is with your blog. When you do the blog, and it's the discussion in the blog are right here. So the discussion is based on the readings that you'll have, based on your exploration, really wherever you want to take it. I took a class last semester in cataloging. That'll come up plenty. And oh my God, the discussion was a nightmare, because you had to respond to the article, and you had to cite the article that she already gave us the citation to, whatever. It was all very precise. I want our discussion to be kind of messy. I want it to go different places, as if we were talking. All right, enough on that, Facto. The blog, so, you're going to write your list, and you're going to create your blog, write your list. And the one thing to remember, and those of you who have, again, taken a course with me before know this, when you post the link to the only thing you're posting for the assignment is the link to your blog. This week, it can just be your general blog link. If it's a new blog, because there's only going to be one post there and it's going to be your post on the 10 things. However, in the future, what I want you to do is when you have written your blog post, you have posted it, then you're going to get out of your editing tool. Goodbye, editing tool. I'm done with you. And you're going to go to your blog by typing in the address to your blog or clicking on a link that is not in your editing tool. And then you're going to click on the title to your post, because that's going to bring you to the specific URL for that blog post. And that's what I want. There's always somebody who just doesn't get it for a while. And it's not that hard. Once you get it, you'll be like, yes, of course. Okay. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place, but alas, and I'm going in early today. So honestly, consider yourselves lucky. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. It's just my big face again. I think that's it. I think that's all you need to know for the first module. If you have any questions, you can email me in Canvas. There's also the help discussion if you think that what you're confused about that others might be. And honestly, if you've taken a class with me, you know that that's probably going to happen too. Put that up in the help section, and somebody else can weigh in, and I'll get to it within 24 hours. I check everything. I usually try to check the email twice a day. So hopefully the communication will be good. I guess that's it. I will. I think I'm going to put up. Nah, you know what? I'm going to wait till next week. Never mind. We're done here. Move along. Nothing to see. Okay. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you at the beginning of module 2. Bye.